to Okay, I think we're live. Just waiting for a few more people to join us.
Just for my knowledge.
Okay, I'm waiting for people to join us and we will start today's live stream. Okay, everyone who has started watching our live stream, please come and share it with your friends and family who will be interested in today's topic. Okay, so today's topic is about part-time job as an overseas student. So if you're interested, please stay here in our live stream, share it with your family and friends, as we are going to provide you some useful information for free. Okay, so we're just going to wait a little bit for more people to come and join our live stream, and then I will start, and we are going to talk about part-time jobs as an overseas student. If you already have some questions, feel free to drop them in the comment box, and we will try to answer all of your questions during the live stream, or we will reach out to you afterwards. All right. So today's live stream will be streamed on a few of our social media pages, some of them being 012 Global, 012 Arab, 012 India, 012 VN, Naomi Nguyen Official, and our YouTube account for Naomi UK. Okay, so everyone who's coming to join us, we will wait a few more minutes for more people to come. Please share our video with all your friends and family so they can all profit from this information. Please also like our page and subscribe to our channel, as we will be providing live streams on different topics every day. So you will stay posted and not miss out any of those. We will also upload these live streams onto our social media and YouTube page if you are interested in watching it afterwards again or sharing it with friends and family. So if you have any questions regarding part-time jobs as an overseas student, please drop them in the comment box. We'll try to answer them during the live stream. If some questions might be more personal, you can also send us an inbox message or just leave a comment saying that we should contact you later, and we will reach out to everyone in the comment section. Okay, just give it a few more minutes and we will start today's topic. So please share with your friends and family, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as we have a lot of different videos on different topics already in our channel. And so if you're interested in watching any of these or any of the future live sessions we will be holding, subscribe and you will stay posted. Okay, so today's topic is about part-time jobs as an overseas student. And my name is Stephanie, and we are, I'm from 012 Global. We are previously known as Sky and I, and we are an international educational consultancy company, and our reputation lies in over a decade of experience within the legal advice, accounting and mortgage, and especially the education sector. But due to the restricted length of today's video, we'll try to answer all of your questions that you leave in the comment section. But if we are not able to answer them all, we will reach out to you after the video, after the live stream, and we'll send you a message or give you a call right away. So today's live stream is streamed on our social media pages. Please feel free to share them and subscribe to our channels. As I mentioned, today's topic is about part-time jobs as an overseas student, and we will be joined by Ivy, who has been working with students for a few years now. She has a lot of experience when it comes to this question. This is a question that a lot of our students ask when they want to come and study in the UK. So we decided to make a video on this topic to show you all some free information. And like I said, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. All right. So we do have a few people joining us today. I will introduce you to Ivy, who will be giving us some advice on part-time jobs for you overseas students. All right. I think you are still
on mute.
Yeah.
All right, hello everyone. So my name is Ivy, and it is a pleasure to join Stephanie today for this topic. You may be wondering, like, who am I to be sharing about this topic? I was once an overseas student as well, and as I would say, like, as somebody that has been through the process and experience as a student working at a part-time job, and actually successfully progressing at that part-time job as well. So I'm just hoping that all of these tips or advice that I'm going to be sharing today would be helpful to all of you. So yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us and helping our students with their questions. Okay, I'm just going to start with the first question that most people ask when they come to study in the UK. And this question is, can I work in the UK with my student visa?
Okay. So, all right. So in terms of...
1 second.
All right, okay. Technical issue caused by Stephanie. Anyway, so just to answer this question, we get asked a lot by our students. So you are actually allowed to work if you do have a student visa, only if that is actually mentioned in the grant letter when you do get your what's it called, your leave to remain in the UK as a student. So for some student, if you just look at your BRP, your biometric resident permit, it's going to say, you can work up to 20 hours max per term time. That just means that during the time where you are undertaking your study, you are only allowed to work up to 20 hours per week. Now that can be done over the course of, let's say, 7 days, any day, as long as all of that total up to less than 20 hours. That's what you are entitled to. You are not studying, let's say, after three months, which is a term time. You usually have a 2-week break from university or college. Then you are actually permitted to work up to 40 hours per week, or for as many hours you actually want to. But during the term time, you can only work up to 20 hours per week. For some of the students aged from 16 to 18, in some cases, you might be allowed to work up to 10 hours per week. Once again, it's easy to check when you just have your biometric resident permit, and I just have a look on the permit. It will clearly state how many hours you are actually entitled to on that card. Now, for some of the university students who are already above 18 years of age, for some cases, if the university specifically mentioned that you are not allowed to work, if you are studying with them, then you are not allowed to work. And the examples of some of these courses that you are not allowed to work is when sometimes if you are studying with a public funded university or college, most of the cases you are not allowed to work at all. And if you are studying, let's say, an international foundation course or international year 1 course with the international colleges, most of the time you are allowed to work, but some of the time you are not allowed to work. So once again, double check with the university if you are not sure, and if you are planning on trying to get a part-time job while studying in the UK. So yeah.
All right, thank you very much. And then now we have a student here asking, what if I have finished my studies, but I still have some remaining time until the visa expires?
Right. So for some of you that might have finished your course, let's say in June 2020, but then your visa is actually valid until November 2020. That is the case usually is because the UKVI actually want you to stay in the country and attend your graduation ceremony. So during that term, as long as you can show that you are not under term time, so going back to the rules again, as long as you can show that you have finished your studies, you have taken all your exams, you are more than welcome to work for as many hours as you would like to.
All right, thank you very much. And one of the questions that comes up when thinking about studying in the UK and potentially starting a part-time job is, can I rely on a part-time job to pay for tuition fee?
Right, okay. So to answer this question, I want to stress on this issue as well. So I do understand the struggle of trying to pay for your tuition fee and the want and the need and the desire to try to help your parents out. But however, you cannot rely on a part-time job to pay for your tuition fee. If that is the case, I do not think that you should be going abroad to study, because that is against the whole theory of having maintenance in your parents' saving account in the first place. So whenever you are applying for a student visa, they are asking your parent to provide a saving account under your name if you're older than 18, under your parents' name if you are under 18. Just so that you can actually recourse to this fund, so that you can actually access to this fund when you do need to for the purpose of your tuition fee or any of your necessity, for example, living expenses, travel or accommodation. Now, part-time job is something that I would see as a chance for us to, to learn, to grow, and to just be out there and experience the world, or just be a part of an organization and trying to bring profit to a company. I would not rely on a part-time job to pay for my tuition fee. First, you are only allowed to work for up to 20 hours per week. Now, if you look at it, usually as a student, when you have a job, the pay is not usually that, high up. If you total that up to 20 hours, there is no way that you can actually pay for your tuition fee. So it just means that if you're actually trying to fulfill the full payment of your tuition fee via the channels of having a part-time job, you might have to go over the 20 hours limit, and that is against the rules. So at the end of the day, your student visa is for you to come here and study, of course, so you have to have that as your main priority. But for some students that would like to go out there, earn some extra pocket money only, and just to learn and grow and experience, then part-time job is the great chance for you to do so.
All right, thank you. So we have students who are, who made the decision that they would like to start a part-time job, and they are now wondering what kind of jobs are available to international students.
Right, so there are a lot of part-time jobs available to us, to be honest, if you are active enough and if you are not qualified, but if you are competent enough in that industry that you're trying to get a job in, of course, you're going to have that. But some students might not know where to start, and some of you might not even know where to look for these jobs. So I would say hospitality would be one of the easiest for you guys to get. So, restaurant, working in a restaurant or a hotel as a receptionist. If you are working as a receptionist, it's so flexible. It's really easy to just get in 16 to 20 hours per week. And, the employers would not be too strict on the working hours. Once again, with working in a restaurant as a waitress or a waiter would be recommended as well, because you will get the chance to meet a lot of people. And if you do eventually go for those options, then I would say, while you there, actually choose the restaurant that have a what I would say a systematic way of working. Don't just go into these. I'm not saying like don't apply for these little places. I'm not trying to say so, but try to apply to places where you can see clearly that they do have a system in how things should be running. So, for example, if you look at the restaurant where you have a wide range of let's say different levels of staff members, you can learn more and then you can progress there more as well. And when you work there, you would have like all the training needed for that industry as well. So just from my personal experience, I used to work in a restaurant, and this restaurant is actually a part of a restaurant chain. So they have up to 18 branches across London, and they have 6 more delivery sort of branches all over England as well. So I get the chance to meet people at work, and the branch that I was at was actually the most successful branch across the whole chain. So each of the year that we were working, the whole branch, the branch I was at was making more than 1 million revenue. So, that number already indicate that on a daily basis, we get to meet at least, 1,000 of people coming in and out. And from those 1,000 people, you get to meet from different, classes of people, different people from a different country. They speak different languages, and we all communicate in English. And that, you learn from, and then you get like friendly customer, or you get friendly colleagues, or you get friendly managers that do come down and give you the training as well. And by working for these organizations, you get to learn how to deliver a better customer service. So you know how to present yourself, you know how to just start a conversation and just really get out of your comfort zone. And while you are there, try to do your best. I know it's only an entry level sort of job, but try to do your best to progress. So I started as a team member, but then I progressed onto a team leader, and then as a branch manager, it's called regional manager. It's all those top level. And little did I know that this restaurant was actually offering tier 2 sponsorship as well. But by the time that I actually discovered that fact, is already too late, because the queue for that tier 2 sponsorship was really long, and we all wanted to go for that. So if you are also applying for a part-time job, it's really, really viable for you to just ask in the interview, is there a chance of ever getting a 2 sponsorship if we are working with you as well? Because these big organizations, they do have the account department, they have the HR department, they have all these departments in the headquarters, which you would not know if you are only working in that particular branch of the whole organization. So do a lot of research about the organization that you are applying for. Right from the beginning, if you can't get into these multi-level organization, then just go for whichever one that is easy for you, whichever one that accept you straight away. And during that whole time working for that first option, you can always build up your experience. You can always, build up your level of English, your communication skill. Then go and apply for other places that you think might be beneficial to you in the long run and would be a better place for you to learn from. So that would be the easiest option. But of course, there are students out there who would want to reach higher, who would want to go for an office-based jobs. Or somebody that just like to work in admin for a small office and all of that. So just take into account the factors of the working hours. You are a student, your main focus is to study, and these office jobs, usually they only want people to come in from Monday to Friday. They're not very flexible with the working hours. So it might be a little difficult for you to try to get in. But of course, if you can actually find organization that offers, let's say 2 hours today, 3 hours tomorrow, or sometimes today, sometimes tomorrow, whatever it is that can actually fit into your study schedule, then, just go for it. So, yeah.
Thank you very much for sharing your experience in this field. So now those students who already set their mind they would like to do a part-time job in a specific sector, what is the best way for them to find and actually get the part-time job?
Okay, so So there are a few websites for you guys to actually just go on and have a look. I think I'm going to share my screen here as well. Okay, am I sharing my screen? Yeah. So here I've got. So this
I don't think they can see your screen.
Okay, I don't think I can actually share my screen. Anyway, so we'll put the link of all of these, underneath the comments box for people if they do want. So I'm just gonna quickly run through them. So there is an app on your phone and it's called Job Today. So if you just go on the App Store or the Play Store on Android phone and look for Job Today, the icon is a red icon. So this one here. So if you want to just go on your phone and look for this app here, and then just put your information in, put your location in, it will recommend you with the nearest jobs. So, hospitality, office, admin, sales, marketing, or, some of you might want to do host of an event. Or, it's whatever kind of job, you can just put it in and then they will generate on the app and see whichever one that will match your expectation, and it will show. And obviously they're going to be displaying their contact details, so you can actually contact them directly on the app or just send them an email, or there's a phone number that you're going to be calling them on. So I think that would be the easiest and the fastest way for you to find your first part-time job. And for those of you that want to advance your experience while in the UK, that I would recommend going onto website like Reed, so reed.co.uk, or Indeed, indeed.co.uk as well. And then just put your CV on there, register yourself, have a profile, have a look around. So these are the ones that very highly recommended to all of you. Now, also some of the university that we work with offer a really well-known career service, such as BPP University, which I already talked a lot about, Northampton University, and then we have Chester University, where they will support you in terms of listing down the partners that they work with that are offering part-time jobs as well. Now, applying for branches and organization like McDonald's or KFC as well is also recommended for students, once again, because it's very flexible in working hours. You can go straight onto the website and there's a career button. So if you click on that career button and then just go in and then put your profile information in, choose your location, choose the location that you want to apply for, then they should be contacting you if you are successful. Otherwise, let's say supermarkets like Sainsbury's, Aldi, or all of these stores in the UK, they all have a career button. So if you just go on that career button and then just put your information in, they're going to list out all the job application or the job position that are available. And then you can just click on and choose whichever position that you would like to apply for. So, yeah.
Thank you very much. So we have a student here in the comment section asking, do I have to have a reason to apply for work permit, or do I just apply and they will automatically approve it?
Now, I'm not sure which work permit the student is talking about. So I think the work permit, you can understand that from a point of view where that's the tier 2 sponsorship, which I already covered in another video. That work permit here, I think he's talking about is the work entitlement that is automatically put onto your biometric resident permit. Once again, like I mentioned earlier in this live stream, that it depends on your university, that when you actually apply for the visa, the UKVI automatically generate information if you are sponsored by this university, if you are actually allowed to work. So for example, if I apply for my student visa and then in my CAS, I got the CAS from University of London South Bank University International College. And so this college already registered themselves with the UKVI to, not have their student to be able to work during their study. So automatically, when you get your visa, qualify for this course taken at this one particular university college, then you will not be having your work permit on your biometric resident permit. Now, I think this student, I think he is not aware of the fact that your work term and condition is actually attached to your visa right on your card. So the moment that you receive your biometric card, you will know straight away if you are allowed to work. But whenever you have an interview with your university, if you are in doubt, always ask them in the interview, am I allowed to work if I do study at your university? And that university representative would be able to answer that question. So you know it straight away from the moment that you apply to your university. You don't have to actually wait until you get your visa to know if you are indeed allowed to work.
All right, thank you very much. And then as our last question of today, you've kind of covered it in your past answers, but as a summary, so why should students decide to find a part-time job?
So good question. I think I'm just going to be sharing this from my personal point of view. Each and every one of us is going to have a different perspective on having a part-time job. But for myself, I've got back at the time when I was studying, my tuition fee and my living expenses was, fortunately and luckily covered by the sponsor that I had a chance to get access to. And some of it was covered by my parents as well. But the whole point of trying to have a part-time job is that I get to meet the people that I don't have a chance to meet at university. So when I was at university, it's all everyone from different country. Yes, we all speak different languages. Yes, but then we're all having the same academic sort of goals and perspective, and we are still very similar people. But then when I go out there and then I work in this restaurant, I get to meet people from all over the world. I get people from Spain, from from China, from Thailand, from it's just the staff turnover is really high, so I get to meet different people every single month, and they come in, they have different goals in life. I get to work with one of these people where he would travel 6 months in this country just for the purpose of traveling for 6 months, and he would go to a different country, and then he would work there for 6 months, and then he would earn the money and go to different places. So being a part of that community, I learned a lot from these people, and I learned to be more patient, as in terms of trying to engage people into a conversation where their English is not quite there yet, or where I get to speak to a lot of people from a different class of the society, where the language that they use is so much different to an average person, or somebody that just, they work in a restaurant, but they all have very different hobbies and habits and lifestyle and different mindset as well. So I learned from each and every one of them. And on top of that, the idea of delivering customer service is where you really take into account the fact that we sacrifice ourselves and we want the best for our customer. And up until this point, even though I'm working in an office, a totally different environment, the same mindset for delivering the best customer service is still there. So you go out there, not only that you are confident, you feel like you can give to the community, you feel like you are always, you're always up and open for helping people. You always take people at face values. You don't judge anyone. And when you bring all of that knowledge, you bring all of that experience into your assignment, bring that all into the ethical module of your assignment at the university, and just embrace the value of people, the value of experience and cultural differences. I see that the success that I gain from having that part-time job is not only just get me to another level at that job, earning a better amount of pocket money, which I can spend on these little projects outside university that I wouldn't otherwise have the fund for. Now bringing that into university life, you know, my assessment are better, my dissertation is better, my communication skill was so much better with my classmates, with my tutors, and with all the lecturers as well. And when you do deliver a presentation as well, all that confidence just, you know, it comes in a whole package, and it's to complete you. So when you actually graduate in the UK, not only that it higher the mark that you get for your dissertation, not only that it boosts your confidence, not only that it makes you feel more sociable, not only that they bring you out of your comfort zone and bring it out of your loneliness while being away from family, it gets you to a better place where if you ever apply for another job to settle in the UK, you have a better chance at being successful. And I think that's it.
Thank you very much. All right, I think there are no more questions left in the comment section. But if anyone watching this maybe later on does have any questions, you can send us an inbox message, drop a comment. We will reach out to you, we'll help you in your individual case. And yeah, I think I would like to take that opportunity to thank Ivy for sharing her experience. I think that was very helpful for all of us. And we do have another live stream coming up tomorrow. So if you are interested in any of these topics, feel free to share our videos. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channels to stay posted on any future topics that we have.
Okay, all right then. Thanks everyone for joining us today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.